హలో స్టూడెంట్స్, ఈరోజు క్లాస్ రూమ్లో నేర్చుకున్న మెథడ్ ఆఫ్ మిక్చర్స్ టాపిక్ డిజిటల్ రూపంలో మీకు అందరికీ ఇస్తున్నాను. ఐ హోప్ ఇట్ గివ్ మోర్ ఈజీ టు అండర్స్టాండ్ ద కాన్సెప్ట్. థ్యాంక్ యూ.
Let us perform an activity for method of mixtures. Situation 1. Take two beakers of same size. Pour 200 milliliters of water in both of them. Now heat the water in both the beakers till they have the same temperature. Pour the water from these two beakers into a single larger beaker. Measure the temperature of water mixed in the larger beaker. Situation 2. Now heat the water in one beaker to 90 degrees Celsius and the other to 60 degrees Celsius. Pour the water into a large beaker from these beakers. Measure the temperature of mixed water in the larger beaker. Situation 3. Now take 100 milliliters of water in one beaker and heat it to 90 degrees Celsius. Similarly, take 200 milliliters of water in another beaker and heat it for 60 degrees Celsius. Mix the water into a large beaker from these beakers. Measure the temperature of the mixed water in the larger beaker. Now, let us find the difference between these three situations. Assume that the initial temperatures of the samples of masses M1 and M2 be T1 and T2 respectively. Here T1 is the higher of the two temperatures. Let T be the final temperature of the mixture. The temperature of the mixture is higher than the colder sample's temperature and lower than the hotter sample's temperature. This implies that the cold sample has gained heat and hot sample has lost heat. The amount of heat lost by hot sample Q1 is M1S into T1 minus T. The amount of heat gained by the cold sample Q2 is M2S into T minus T2. As heat lost by the first sample is equal to the heat gained by the other sample from law of conservation of energy, Q1 is equal to Q2. Then it can be written as M1S into T1 minus T is equal to M2S into T minus T2. The above equation can be simplified as M1ST1 minus M1ST is equal to M2ST minus M2ST2. M2ST plus M1ST is equal to M1ST1 plus M2ST2. ST into M2 plus M1 is equal to S into M1T1 plus M2T2. T is equal to M1T1 plus M2T2 by M1 plus M2. We observe that the temperatures of mixtures in situations 2 and 3 are not equal. Let us learn about the reasons for